Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for the Memorial Day weekend 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives out top. You know, every once in a while, I'll be looking at Facebook or something like that, and I will see somebody has used something from our website. That's the great features we have, old TV commercials and stuff like that, all available for you to look at on the little tabs right above. Also, we have JC's Eye Candy, which is right below, and if this sounds a little rumbly, I don't know, I got a camera that doesn't have a windsock on it, so when the wind blows, sometimes it rumbles. Sorry, nothing I can do about it. Hey! Hello, Brian down in Atlanta, Georgia. Brian watches the Daily Dose all the time down in Atlanta. We say hello. You never know who's watching here on JCOnTheLine.com. And a big congratulations to the state of Missouri today. They released the figures, and we are number one in meth lab incidents. 2,058 meth lab incidents in 2011, more than twice that of any other state in the union. Congratulations, Missouri. We are number one. All right, JC's Rock and Roll poll for the weekend. So you got these two people, and the storm is coming after the ball game about a month ago down at Busch Stadium. And they see Kilroy's, and they say, let's go running inside because the storm is coming. We got to get away from the storm. And Kilroy's lets them in because you don't want to let people out on the street when you're having hail and high winds. And they sort of get in there, but then it starts getting crowded, and some people start migrating outside into the courtyard, and there's a tent out there. Now, the wind starts blowing, the tent starts swirling around, the poles on the tent start whipping around, and some people get hurt. So two of those people have filed lawsuits against Kilroy's. So our Rock and Roll poll question today is, what do you think of that? A, the bar was negligent and therefore the suit is justified. B, it's an attempt at a money grab and the patrons ought to be ashamed of themselves. Or C, if the patrons had suffered injuries because the bar refused to let them in because of the storm, and then they got hurt outside of the bar, they probably would have gotten sued for that, so you can't win. Just imagine that. A bar says, yeah, come on in, we'll let you in, looks like the storm's coming in, and then because they let you in, and then you go out and back, and the tent collapses and you get hurt, you sue the bar? You sue the people who let you in so you wouldn't get hurt? Not sure about that. Please answer in the corner. We'll have results for you in a couple of days. All right, Bill Carter, who writes media for the New York Times, has written about these plunging numbers at CNN. Just unbelievable. This guy, Piers Morgan, took over for Larry King. In the 25-54 age group, only 39,000 people watching last week. We had more listeners than that on a radio show in one town. This guy's got an entire cable news network, and only 39,000 people want to watch him and his fruity British accent. What's up with that? Fox News, way down. Dancing with the Stars, way down. American Idol, way down. The question is why? Weather has been pretty nice very early on. Untypically, just an atypical warm weather for all parts of the country for this time of year. And a lot of people are thinking that's what's going on. By the way, these cottonwoods go flying around in the air here, and they'll just cut off your air supply. It's unbelievable. All right, let's move on here. But there's a lot of problems in media. And people say, well, what is the problem in media? Well, let's talk about this. Let me give you 6 examples, okay? GE owns Comcast, NBC, Universal Pictures, and Focus Features. News Corp owns Fox, Wall Street Journal, and the New York Post. Disney owns ABC, ESPN, Pixar, Miramax, and Marvel Studios. Viacom owns MTV, Nick Jr., BET, CMT, and Paramount Pictures. Time Warner owns CNN, HBO, Time, and Warner Brothers Pictures. And CBS owns Showtime, Smithsonian Channel, NFL.com, Jeopardy, and 60 Minutes. 6 companies own 90% of all the media in this country. I want to repeat that. 6 countries own 90% of the media here in America. So you have fewer choices, fewer people deciding, fewer opportunities for diverse opinions and programming and stuff like that. We got problems right here in St. Louis. Over at Channel 5, you got 4 reporters all checking out basically at the same time. Jeff Small, Ann Rubin, Courtney Gooseman, and Casey Joyce all flying the coop. There are stories about yelling and screaming in the newsroom because so many people are being cut back, let go. They're being replaced with inexperienced people. And it's not just at Channel 5, it's everywhere. Over at Channel 4, you had a reporter the other day who couldn't pronounce Mila Kunis. She's only one of the most famous actresses working right now. So you got the anchor person, she can't pronounce Mila Kunis, has to ask for help, and just skips right over the name Bar Raffelli, does a story about Bar Raffelli, and then when it comes to pronouncing her name, she skips over the name because she can't pronounce it. That's some quality journalism for you. Over at Channel 5, You know what a magnet is? And I'm not talking about the thing that draws metal. I'm talking about somebody who's like an insurance magnet or a media magnet or a publishing magnet. M-A-G-N-A-T-E, pronounced magnet. Well, the anchor person said magnate. Okay, it's not pronounced magnate. It is pronounced magnet. But on the screen, they put magnet, M-A-G-N-E-T. Duh! Okay, you want more examples? I got them. Do you have pain in your feet or legs when walking for over 3 months? Well, who wouldn't have pain in their legs or feet if they walked for 3 months? I know that's not what you mean. You mean, has the pain persisted for 3 months? But that's not what you said. You said, do you have pain in your feet or legs when walking for over 3 months? All right, you want another example? I'll give you one. This one's on KMOX. He's literally been drawing buildings since he was a little kid on napkins at the dinner table. He was a little kid on napkins at the dinner table? No, I know what you mean. It means he's been drawing buildings on napkins at the dinner table since he was a little kid. So you should have said that instead of he's literally been drawing buildings since he was a little kid on napkins at the dinner table. All right, you want more examples? I've got them. So you're watching the news, and he comes to the sports, and they show you golf, and they're going to show you the sensational putt that won the tournament. And the guy putts, but there's so much crap on the bottom of the screen, the ball disappears behind all the crap that's on the bottom of the screen. So you end up not seeing the very thing that they're trying to show you because they put too much crap on the screen. On Donnybrook the other night, you got some chick who sits there and says, well, I don't think the government should have a role in gay marriage or any marriage. Really? Because the first thing you have to do when you get married is get a certificate from City Hall that says you can get married. So government is involved right from the very beginning. And then you get a dope like Deb Peterson, who works for a station that she purports to be able to report journalistically and impartially on. That doesn't usually work. If you work there, you're going to be sympathetic to the place you work at. So how can you possibly write objectively about something where you work? Of course, the truth has been out for a long time that she just takes stories from other websites and reprints them without giving attribution to those websites and just really prints press releases. I mean, if somebody wants to pull the wool over the eyes of the general public in St. Louis with regard to a media story, I got the girl you can go to. You want more examples? Oh, I've got more. What else we got here? What's number 7 here? This is 7, number 8. Where's 8? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a new radio station on the air here. Now, what they did is they said we're going to play 6,000 songs in a row. And you're like, wow, 6,000 songs. So you start listening, and a couple hours into it, you hear the song over again. You're like, wait a minute. Didn't you play that song 3 or 4 hours ago? So, yeah, it might be 6,000 songs, but it's going to be a lot of repeats over and over again. And they picked up Bob and Tom. Why? Well, you say to yourself, there's a lot of people who were laid off and cut back and downsized and fired and because of all the corporate downsizing. You got all these local people here in St. Louis who could be, putting local flavor into the morning show of the new radio station here in St. Louis. But no, don't do that because the company that owns Bob and Tom owns that station, and so that's what they picked up. That's how that stuff works. What else we got here? You got the Memorial Day weekend, and almost nobody even bothers to pay attention to what Memorial Day is all about. Oh, there's a lot of flag waving and a lot of people who say they're patriotic, but when it comes to Memorial Day, all it is getting drunk and getting high and being out at the pool and going to baseball games and everything like that. He's real patriotic except when it comes to Memorial Day. And you go by these old men who have these baseball hats on, these blue hats with the yellow insignia of their commission. You know what I always do? I always go over and I say something to them. At least acknowledge these guys. These guys fought for their country, watched their buddies die, and then they come back to a country full of crooked politicians and crooked bankers and crooked Wall Street guys and crooked lawyers letting them all get away with it. And these guys aren't even being acknowledged for what they did. Stop. Take time out of your busy schedule and at least acknowledge the presence of these men and women who fought for their country and watched a lot of their buddies make, as they say, the ultimate sacrifice. Just a suggestion. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. The long-awaited sequel to Anchorman is finally on its way. The big question, can they hit pay dirt again? Can they do it again? Let's put it this way. I hope the actual movie is better than what's in the trailer, but we have it for you anyhow. JC's Eye Candy. It's right below what you're looking at right now. All right, JC's Rock and Roll poll for the weekend. got those people injured in the accident over there at Kilroy's, the big storm moving in after the ball game, and now they're suing the bar. What do you think of that? Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you next week. We've been updating the Daily Dose on Mondays and Fridays. I don't know what's going to happen next week because you got Memorial Day is the holiday. Depends if I feel like coming out of the pool long enough to do it, but we'll see. We are here. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, the Showgram with J.C. Corcoran. The Showgram with J.C. Corcoran is our Facebook address, STL J.C. Corcoran on Twitter, and of course right here at jcontheline.com and on the Daily Dose. And again, hello, Brian in Atlanta. And that's it, the Daily Dose with JC for the Memorial Day weekend 2012. A combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. I got to get back to the pool. Boy, they sure showed me. Hey, you guys, you dopes, have fun standing out in 100-degree heat at the West County Talent Bash this weekend. I'll be in the pool. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.